Hey everyone, it's Fanatic Frolfer. Today I'm playing Buffalo Covenant Disc Golf Course in Buffalo, Minnesota. A full 18-hole course here. Hole 1, we got a tricky hole to start out. 323, par 4. There's a Mando right off the tee, so it kind of forces you to throw this forehand flex line. I'm not very confident in my forehand, especially hole 1, but I decided to go with a vulture. And I put a fantastic shape on it. I was very stoked when I threw this shot. That is the exact shape that I wanted, and for my forehand that was fantastic. So this is a fun, tricky hole. I don't know if it should be a par 4. I think it should be a par 3. I have a look here for a 2. Got some foliage. I actually went past kind of the gap where you want to land, which really surprised me when I came up to it. And there, just pitched out. Didn't want to do anything too crazy. Nice tap in 3 to start the day. And hey, Udisc has it as a par 4, so we're getting birdie to start off the round. Alright, now on to hole 2. We got a par 3. We have 298 for the distance. This one kind of slopes down and slopes back up. I decided to go with a passion here. Flip up fairway driver. Initially when I threw this, I absolutely loved the shape.
Slow down.
And it looks really good, but it actually skips into the woods on the left. So I'm fairly close to the basket, but I'm very obstructed here. So I'm trying to see if I have any window that I can try to just throw something at the basket. You can see I'm struggling, just try to figure out what to do here. I decided to just throw a little forehand anhyzer. Try to throw it close. At the end of the day, when you're in situations like that, I just try to go with a more consistent play just to get close. You don't want to hit something right in front of you and have to take a silly bogey. So there's a tap in par. Those holes can be frustrating when you get a tee shot close, but that's alright. Alright, hole 3. Still at 100 par, 363 feet, par 3. I go with my vulture here, and I just put it on a little too much anhyzer. Just need to be a little flatter out of the hand. So it kind of fades out early to the left. Not in any trouble. Got a long look for birdie. See if I can cash it. And I am short. But how about player number 2? He buries it. I guess the secret is just to go vulture, I guess. Again, not a terrible tee shot. It wasn't a costly mistake, but kind of frustrating. But nonetheless, just a tap and par there. Not hurting myself. Alright, on to hole 4. We got a kind of dog leg to the right. I decide to go with a force on a forehand line. And once again, that's another good forehand for me. I know you guys can't see it. But for my standards, I was very pleased with how my forehand was feeling today. It's usually a good day for me when I'm throwing a forehand well. So I got close to the basket, but I just pushed it a little too far. I got a very tricky lie here and some thick bushes. Try to get it there, just short. I was really struggling, as you can see. I was getting poked by a lot of stuff there. Tap in par. Once again, a little frustrating, but hey, I'm not hurting myself. I'm still under par. So 1 under going into hole 5, 207. Another dog leg to the right. This one's a really tough hole. You'll see the basket goes back into the woods. So I'm trying to throw something high so we can get the distance. Go with the machete there on a forehand. Very nose up. I like the line. It ended up in the middle of the fairway, but you'll see when I get up there that the basket goes back into the woods. So you got some trees and stuff to contend with. So I don't mind the shot at all. This is a short par 3, but a very technical one. See if I can make a birdie putt here. Off to the right and short. No harm, no foul. Player number 2, what can you do? Off the cage. Once again, another tap in par. That seems to be the theme of the day so far. Alright, on to hole number 6. 212-foot par 3. This one, nice little straight gap shot here. I decided to go with my Luna. Trying to peer this line, throw it straight. get through the gap, but on a little bit hyzer, a little bit nose up, so it ends up fading out to the left. So once again, close for a putt, but very obstructed. See if I can get one here. Little nose up, spinny look.
Come on.
Oh, thought I had it just off the cage.
I got it though.
A little bit of self-talk there, and honestly, that's all you can do in these situations. I'm throwing the disc well. I'm getting myself looks. I'm just not able to capitalize. And you just gotta tell yourself, hey, like, I'm gonna get some birdies eventually. Just keep doing what you can do. On to hole 7 here. This one's a weird tee pad, shared tee pad, I think with hole 11 or something. So I decided to go forehand zone, Z zone here. It goes straight and then fades off to the right. Forehand looking good, and just clips that tree. Still gets kind of a forward skip, but that line was looking so good. Once again, I have a little bit of a look here. It's tricky, got to stretch out. I just didn't get it on any Anheuser angle. Just came out flat. Tap in par here. Oh, that line was so close. My forehand just was coming out so smooth. Felt very confident with that. Another par. So sitting at 1 down, hole 8, 181. Nice and open. Just got to contend with that big tree. This is a fun hole.
Come on.
Nice little ace run here. Just miss it. I like this hole a lot. I don't mind that it's 181 because it's still technical. It's not just wide open. You got to contend with this tree. You got to get below it. And it's a nice change of pace. We've just been in the woods a couple holes. So, yeah, this course does a good job. I mean, there's some shorter holes, but there's some technicality, some different shot variety. So, yeah, you can see I threw 2 just for fun off the tee. But the first one, a little bit farther away. This is the first kind of big putt of the day. Let's see how the putt is doing. And I able to get it a little low there, but it stays in. Getting another birdie. Hole 9, 232, par 3. Go with a Luna here. Nice little hyzer line, pushing straight, and that one ends up getting through the gap. Nice shot there. Left little birdie putt here. And cashing that one. All of a sudden, 3 down through the front 9. Starting to capitalize on some birdies. All right, hole 10. Weird holer. 127 par 3. Immediately goes right and then immediately goes back left. So I go with a very stable zone. Trying to flex something through here. Not a bad line. It caught caught a little foliage here. Got a putt though.
Let's go.
I was pumped about that putt.
There we go.
It's an example of, I mean, this time I was off the fairway, but I was able to capitalize on that. And now all of a sudden I'm 4 down, and we're going back to this shared tee pad here. Hole number 11, I believe. Yeah, hole 11, 181 par 3. This one bends slightly to the right. I just had to go with the Luna here on a Anheuser line, and that was perfect. Just a absolutely perfect line. Forehand I thought about, but I felt confident with the shape of this one. This is slowly turned over, and look at that. It feels great when you can just have some tap-in looks like that. So yeah, we're getting rolling here. Hole 12, 178, another straight shot. Go with the Luna this time, keep it low. So it was on some angle, but it hit the ground and just pushed straight. Again, a nice little fun technical par 3 on this course. It's very well kept. I like wooded courses like this where it's very obvious what the fairways are. Yeah, another tap-in birdie here on hole 12. Cashing it in. All right, hole 13. Change of pace here. I'm at 6 under, 331 par 4. Going with Buzz SS, trying to flip something over, and I flip it over too much. I think there was some wind too, so I got over most of the trees. Just kind of have to pitch out here. And I end up throwing a good upshot there. I was looking for my disc for a while. This is one that I believe should be a par 3, but it's a par 4, so another birdie. That's a fun change of pace hole. You've had some shorter ones, and then you come out to the open a little bit. If you have a good forehand, I think you capitalize on that. Hole 14, 218. Nice little straight shot again. Through the tunnel. Flip up Luna.
Oh.
Another ace run. I thought I had that one. This one might be my favorite par 3 of the course. 218, low ceiling. Have to throw a flip up shot that rides straight.
Whew,
Look at that. Very close to an ace. Another tap in birdie. We are rolling, folks. All right, 8 down, hole 15, 153, very short. Another tunnel shot. Decided to go with my Luna here. Just a little standstill, just get it close. And another tap in. So that's kind of one thing about this course, and it's like, well, there are some similarities with some of the shots. It's still enjoyable though. It'd be fun to take anyone to. All right, hole 16, 9 under, 349 par 4. This one's downhill. Again, I think this should be a par 3. It's very reachable. I'm going with a buzz here. Trying to just keep this flat and to the right. Should be able to get there. Way too much angle out of the hand, and that is hyzering out left. I was struggling with the backhand to get it flat. So I got a tricky little upshot here. Go a little forehand. Oh, I go forehand roller. I don't remember that. Yikes. That is an interesting play. Leave myself a putt here for the 3. And I cash it. That's a big time putt there. Again, I think that should be a par 3, but I'll take the birdies. Hole 17, I'm at 10 under, 173, uphill par 3. Decided to just go with my Luna. Just get one up there, throw it on hyzer. That one lands just a tad short, but it is very close. Little tree there, just putting through that. And another birdie. The birdie streak continues. We're on to hole 18. I think the camera battery is dying, so I kind of skipped the whole intro. 357, par 4, 11 down. Let's see if we can get to 12. Go with the Zeus here. Did not keep that one flat. That one was nose up. And putt for the 2. Just miss it off the cage. I filmed this round last year, and it's fun looking back. I think I have some more consistent distance that I'd be able to reach this. But overall, just a very good round. Forehand was looking good. Backhand was a little iffy, but I found the stride with the backhand. There were some nice, touchy upshots. This was a fun course. I don't mind it at all. There's a little bit of some repetitiveness, but I think it's good. If you live close by it, you should definitely check it out. But I ended up shooting a 12 down. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.